When a student enrolls in a religious studies course, they expect to gain a deeper understanding of the faith, its philosophy, and its cultural significance. But what happens when the course instead portrays the religion through a purely political lens, stripping it of its spirituality and historical depth? Well, this is the controversy unfolding at the University of Houston, where Vasant Bhatt, an Indian American student, has accused a course on Hinduism of being biased and misrepresenting the religion. Bhatt, a political science major, took an online class titled Lived Hindu Religion, anticipating an academic exploration of Hinduism. Instead, he claims the course represents Hinduism as a modern political structure rather than an ancient lived tradition. This has sparked a lot of debate about how Hinduism, a non-Western religion in general, are studied and framed in American universities. Let me tell you what is the issue first. According to Bhatt, the professor leading the course, his name is Aaron Michael, made several statements that he found deeply concerning. The professor allegedly claimed that Hinduism is not an ancient spiritual tradition, but a political ideology shaped by Hindu nationalists. A section of the syllabus states that the word Hindu is a recent invention and it does not appear in Hindu scriptures. The course reportedly defies Hindutva, which is also known as Hinduness, is an exclusionary political movement that targets minority, particularly the Muslims. Bhatt found these interpretations troubling, arguing that they present Hinduism not as a diverse and ancient faith but as a political tool shaped by modern nationalism. His concern reflects broader frustration among Hindu students who feel that their religion is often misinterpreted in Western academic setting. Well, Bhatt formally lodged a complaint with the Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Social Science. However, according to him, the response from the university was dismissive. Instead of addressing the substance of his concern, he claims that the department questioned his approach and did not engage meaningfully with the complaint. The question is there a pattern of Hinduphobia in Western academia? Well, Bhatt's case is not an isolated incident, and that's really concerning. Many members of the Hindu diaspora in the US argue that Western universities often study Hinduism through a political or any caste-based lens, rather than as a deeply philosophical and spiritual tradition. The student-led group Hindu on Campus, which works to combat Hinduphobia in American universities, has voiced its support for Bhatt. The group argues that Hinduism is often reduced to caste and nationalism in academic discussion, sidelining its spiritual and philosophical dimensions. They also say that Western academic framework frequently apply theories of oppression to Hinduism while treating other religions with more respect. You know, the misrepresentation in classrooms can actually shape public perceptions, reinforcing negative stereotype about Hinduism and the Indian society when the West is not aware how pure Hinduism is. Let's look at a bigger picture here. This debate comes right after India rejected the US Commission on International Religious Freedom report. This particular report criticized India's treatment of religious minority. But let me add on that they have no concrete evidence that India is doing so. The Indian government has dismissed the report as politically motivated, arguing that it distorts incident to paint an inaccurate picture of India's religious diversity. Well, the timing raises critical question. Are American universities and institutions systematically misinterpreting Hinduism and Indian society? And if so, then why? Bhatt's complaint highlights a pressing issue. How should universities teach non-Western religions? Should religious studies course present multiple perspectives, ensure students are exposed to diverse interpretation rather than just one-sided narrative? Academic spaces are meant to foster intellectual debates, but they must also ensure fairness and inclusivity. If Hinduism is being framed primarily through political and colonial lenses, Does that compromise genuine academic inquiry? This debate is worth having. What do you think? Should universities reassess how they teach Hinduism and other Eastern religion or not? Let us know.